welcome back to another video for Panda Boo Designs. My name is Brenda Kay. I am the owner of Panda Boo Designs Planner Shop on Etsy, and today I'm gonna warn you, go ahead and settle in, get a cup of coffee or tea or whatever warm drink you want to have, because this may be kind of a long video. I am doing a plan as I go video. I thought about doing a plan with me and set up my whole week, but I really do plan every day. So I thought doing this way might be a little bit easier for me. It's going to mean a longer video because I don't want to speed things up. I would really like to talk through my planning process with you all. So that is what we're going to do, and I hope you enjoy long videos and kind of rambly videos, because that's kind of what we're going to end up with. So we are going to be planning in my Franklin Covey quadrant. I just recently did videos on this of my cleaning up process because I found this at my Goodwill, and my setup with my Erin Condren in here. So we're not gonna go through the flip through and everything. I still don't have my pockets done. I'm not sure. I love the look of decorated pockets, but this strap is already kind of stretched to the max just because of the size of my pages, so I'm probably not gonna do a bunch in the pockets, at least not at the moment. So here's my December monthly view. I went ahead and did this off camera because I was designing the kit and I wanted to make sure that I had the sizes right before I design the first quarter of 2018. So all the sizes are good. I just have a little bit of adjusting to do with the days of the week on this side. This side, they look like they all line up pretty well, but this side needs to be adjusted. So I just make that minor adjustment when I am working on the 2018 files. So they will be going up in the shop very shortly. So make sure you're following me on Instagram because that's where I post things when they go live. But anyway, we are doing the week of December 11th through the 17th. And I do have these pages punched and slit, so I can just pull them out, which makes it super easy and fabulous. So we're going to move the binder out of the way, and the things I'm going to be using today, a couple things here. Pages, right? Okay, so I am using stickers from my shop. These are available a la carte, $3 a sheet. That's how I do my kits. I don't do the big fancy kits. I do very functional because I find I don't use a lot of the fancy items. So a lot of it goes to waste, and I'd rather have things that are either reusable or I can pull colors if I don't use the whole thing, you know, to fill out another spread later on. So yeah, that's how I design. And this is actually my first time, I think, doing a weekly spread with my kits, so I'm excited about that. But this is the 'Tis the Season collection, so you have your full boxes with your quote, and currently these are only available in a vertical Erin Condren size. You can make them work in a classic size Happy Planner if that's what you were planning in, but currently I don't have one of those on hand, so I am designing for the Erin Condren because that's what I have. Okay, so full boxes, then your half boxes, which are patterned, your quarter boxes, which are solid colors, and then your listing dots, because I see a lot of people cutting apart their like checklist flags, and I know for me a whole checklist flag doesn't usually work because I feel like I need to fill it out completely. So if I have like 6 things on the checklist, I have to have 6 things to do, and I may not have 6 things to do, or I may not have time to do 6 things, but I still want to put them all in there. So I warned you this was going to be rambly. So I came up with the idea of using, it's not a new idea, I know people have been doing it before, but for my shop I came up with the idea of doing dots, and I may offer checklists later and flat box, what are they called, the ombre boxes later, or check boxes later. But for now, I have listing dots because then it makes it completely customizable for yourself. So we're going to be using that. I started keeping a seasonal box for my planner supplies. So I am obsessed with the $1 sticker books at Michael's, and I will pick one up pretty much every time I go in. And a lot of times I will focus on whatever is seasonal, and then I love seasonal washi and all that. So I keep all of that. Started getting boxes, so I have my December and my January box already. But in here I just have sticker books. This one's from Target. These are from Michael's. Used sticker sheets. The pencils are from Target from last year. I have Christmas washi. I have dividers I had made for my, these are personal size. These are for my Franklin Covey compact size that I made. So I just have anything that's Christmas related. If I end up with Christmas paper clips, they will go in here, and I have like this Christmas pen from the Target dollar spot that can go in here. Anything I might want to pull for my planning that is Christmas related. So I have this set off to the side. I'll probably use some washi with this kit. I'm really thinking maybe the this one, because it has the poinsettias on it and the gray, and this is poinsettias and gray. So we'll keep that one out for sure. Probably won't use any of the Santa Claus stickers, I don't think, this week. And then I also have a pair of scissors, because you never know when you need scissors. And I'm not going to need these right now, but I do have a hole punch, because when I get into planning Wednesday and Thursday, I will need to punch the holes. I'm not worried about it right now, but it's there in case I need to punch holes. And I think that is it for that. I am probably going to be using, for the most part, a Inkjoy pen. This is not Inkjoy gel, it's just the regular Inkjoy, which I like. I'm actually getting back, and I love felt tip pens like the Papermate Flares and the Sharpie pens. I love, this is actually probably, if I could use no other pen for the rest of my life, it would be an Energel pen, because they just write so nice, and I love the needle point on them. But I do really like the classic ballpoint pen, so I think I'm going to use that this week. And I think that's it. Oh yes, must have the palette knife to cut my washi if I use my washi. Okay, so today, like I said, today is Tuesday, and we already had some things going on yesterday, so I will back plan for some lotion on my hands for Monday. I really don't need that. You know what, actually I'm gonna get this out of the way because I really don't need that right now. Okay, so I think first things first is I'm going to take the quote box from this kit and go ahead and put it over here for Thankful Thought. Now, I will have you know, I am not interested in covering up absolutely everything. I am very much a white space planner. I am very much a functional planner, but I love to have my functionality also be beautiful. So that's my idea behind the way I plan. So, okay. This is my personal planner. This is not family planner, but I may put family stuff in here. This planner goes with me right now. It's going with me pretty much everywhere. I'm still working out my 2018 lineup, and I will have a separate, what's the word I'm looking for? Errand runner planner once I get that all figured out. And that, you know, I'm just looking for, my desk is completely disorganized, guys. I had some stamps on my desk. What did I do with them? That is the question. Got my stamping block. Found them. Okay. So these are just Michael's Recollection stamps. Nothing fancy. But I wanted to put here things that I need to remember. And there's also a habit tracker stamp, which is really nice because I don't have any habit trackers designed currently, and that fits perfectly. So actually we're going to use that because I do have a couple habits I want to work on for the week. I'm going to get this out of here. These are, I forgot what they're called, like the material, but they are squishy and stretchy, so you kind of have to be careful. You have to be careful when you stamp. I took a Wild 30 class with Michelle Baxter, and she was fabulous. I took her creative planning class, and she went over the different types of stamps and how to use them and all of that. So if you ever get a chance, if you are in the Planners Gone Wild group and you ever get a chance to take a Wild 30 class, I totally recommend it. Especially something like creative planning. I think next time around I may take the bullet journal class just for the heck of it. So with these squishy stamps, you don't want to press down because you will not get a clear image. You want to just put a little bit of pressure, too much, and it's going to get all wonky on you. Okay, it's not straight. I don't care. Do I just want one? No, I think I need another one. I think I need at least two. Maybe three. Three? Three's usually good, right? We'll go with it. Get myself. Okay. Probably gonna see my head, and I apologize for that. I think this one's going down straighter. Oh, that one looks good. And we'll do one more. 3 is good. And something to keep in mind that I've learned the hard way, and hopefully I am careful enough this time around, is that this ink, the pigment inks, they're nice because they don't bleed through, especially on this gorgeous new Erin Condren paper. But you have to be careful because they also take a long time to dry. So I am not going to do anything else with my sidebar for the time being. I will need to wash that stamp in a bit. Okay, I think that is about the only thing I'm going to use for the moment. We're going to get into Monday. So Monday we had my oldest daughter, twisted her ankle at school on Wednesday last week, and they could not determine if it was broken when we were at the urgent care, so they referred us to a pediatric orthopedic doctor. So we went and saw him yesterday, on Monday, and determined it's probably a growth plate fracture, which he's not too worried about because she is, she's 13 and a half, and he figures her growth plates are going to start to fuse soon anyway. He was kind of surprised she still had active growth plates. I'm just going to take this off of here. So yeah, anyway, he was kind of surprised she had active growth plates, because he says most girls, their growth plates fuse by the time they're her age, but anyway, she had some open growth plates, and but he said that the break didn't go all the way through from what he could tell by just palpating or touching the area. The pain was definitely on the bone, but it didn't go all the way through, which is good. It was only on the outside of her ankle. So she doesn't have a cast, but she does have a walking boot that she is supposed to be wearing pretty much all the time. She can take it off to shower, which will be nice. But so yeah, we had that in the morning. Okay. I used a half box for that because noting the doctor's appointment, who it's for, the appointment time, but then we had to arrive 15 minutes early to check in because she had never been to an orthopedic, even though it's a Banner center, so it's the same, you know, huge medical group that runs the hospitals, runs the pediatric clinic, like the urgent care that we went to, but she had not been to that particular office, so we had to arrive early for paperwork and to check in and make sure everything was good to go. So we did that, and that took a good part of the morning, so I am actually going to go ahead and put down a full box underneath that. It didn't take, this is what happens when I don't check my files on this particular one. It double cut, like little stringy things. Anyway. But yeah, so that took most of the morning. I don't think I got home until right around noon. Had lunch, put Reese down for a nap. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this down for the rest of the morning. Maybe we can put it down straight. Okay. There's that. And then I really didn't do a whole lot the rest of the day. I started a 30-day fitness challenge. Let me pull up the challenge. It's on Pinterest. On my Pinterest board, I have a health and fitness board, and I actually pinned quite a bit of find it, like 30-day things. So this one is the 30-day flat belly challenge, so I'm gonna put that in here. So day one was, let's see, oh, we'll use dots. Use dots. Don't think I have one that says workout. No, but I do have the little weights. So I'm gonna pull that one. I'm just setting my stamps aside because I need to clean them when we're done. So, yeah. I am actually going to go ahead and put a little weight on each day. I don't keep like a menu plan in here on these pages. I have separate menu planning pages that I want to print out and use. Once I do get those done, I'll show you guys, but okay. So there is that, and we'll just write in the, I'm just going to write in my exercises for the week. Okay, there is my exercising for the week. Now, let's see, where are we at? To try to do anything else. I think I need to put anything else down just yet. Okay, so yesterday I actually spent most of the rest of the afternoon setting up my planner. I'll put the lid on my. But yeah, I spent most of the rest of the afternoon setting up my planner. So I am going to go ahead and use a quarter box and some washi. This is how I like, another way I like to mark time chunks there is the, you can use a full box to mark off a chunk of time, but you can also use washi to mark off a chunk of time. I really like the way this looks. So we had lunch, and then, oh, I needed to actually poach the chicken. I did need to do some laundry. So the way I'm gonna mark that, see, now I'm remembering everything that I had to do, is I'm going to take the little laundry basket, and if there's something I need to do a like focus my day on or do multiples of, then I will use so I'm going to try this and use the stamp and put a little icon, or I have little icon stickers that I could use as well, and put them up at the top to mark the day. So I need to do laundry. I need to do laundry again today. Probably won't do laundry tomorrow because my sister and brother-in-law will be back from their trip, so we share the house, which means we also share the laundry. So, and I know I will need to do laundry Thursday because the kids will be all coming home, so I have to make sure all the laundry's done. Okay, so I poached the chicken because we were trying out some new recipe for Christmas. A lot of my family is paleo, grain-free, or something like that. So completely lost my list from yesterday. Okay. Yeah, so that's, I need to poach the chicken, do the laundry. But I also want to mark off that I spent a good chunk of time setting up my new binder. So we're going to use the washi. Oops. Usually I'm a little more coordinated than this. Okay. Hopefully that is somewhat straight. That is not straight. There we go. So set up new binder because that required a ton of trimming and cutting and punching, and yeah, it was busy. And then for the evening, I am actually going to use another half box, and I needed to work on new designs, the Erin Condren monthly kits for the shop. Okay, so did that for Monday. Now today is Tuesday. I actually slept in this morning. It was fabulous. I don't do that very often. Today is actually a feast day in the Catholic Church. I'm going to mark that here. It's our Lady of... So today's feast day of Our Lady of Guadalupe, which is, if you don't know, the Marian apparition that appeared to Juan Diego in Mexico, and my mind just went blank on the time, like the year. Anyway, it's one of the most famous visions and sightings of the Virgin Mary. she appeared to him and told him that there needed to be a church built on this spot, and the bishop the bishop didn't believe him, and she sent him with a sign of she appeared to him and gave him a bunch of roses, and he was holding them in his cloak, his tilma, and when he went to the bishop and he dropped them at his feet, there was an image of the Virgin Mary on his tilma, and it still is there to this day in Mexico City in a church. So today's the feast day. She's the patroness of the Americas, and all of that little bit of church history. So anyway, I slept in and I have been lazy all morning. So I am definitely going to mark that. Sleep in and be lazy. And I am actually not going to use this pink box. I am going to use a black box. I had some insomnia last night, so I was up until about 2. So yeah. And then I need to put a little checkbox here because I want to film this video. And then as soon as I'm done filming this part of the video, I am going to go take a nap. Because I am still tired, and that's probably going to be my afternoon, is take a nap. So we are going to go ahead and mark this off with some washi, and I'm pretty much going to mark off this entire afternoon stretch here. You hear that banging? That's my turtles. I have 2 red ear slider turtles, and we share the space in the office area, so yeah. Anyway, I'm going to take a nap. And then this evening, I do want to, I need to do some house cleaning. So I do have a little cleaning sticker, a little wash bottle. Actually, you know what? Let me stand for this. Because I also want to use, from my shop, I have these little icon stickers that are super cute. Okay. So I need to find the one for, I need the spray bottle. And I also need the, maybe we'll use tennis shoes. I think I want to take Reese for a walk. And I also need the, what is it? Come on, brain, kick in. Ah, there we go. I need the, finishing a sentence would be fabulous right now. Okay. The garbage cans. Why are we sticking together? Okay. Spray bottle, tennis shoe, garbage can. There we go. Okay. And issues. We're having issues. Okay. So I need to put the garbage can out tonight because it is Tuesday and the garbage gets picked up tomorrow, so we have to have it out after 6 p.m. tonight. I need to clean the house. Now, I am keeping a separate home management binder that I will be sharing with you guys soon. It is in the Big Happy Planner, and that is where some of these things are going to go. I don't keep the details in my binder. I keep them in those, so that's why you're not going to see it in here. I also want to take Reese for a walk, so after dinner, I think go ahead and use this. And I'm going to use, we're not going to go on a very long walk, but I am going to use a half box. Just deciding which one to use. Let's use this one. And actually, I'm going to do something a little bit right here. Okay. Oil treatment on my hair, so tonight or this evening after a walk. And something else I did this morning while I was being lazy, I actually polished my nails, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this up here because that's part of being lazy. Not really being lazy, it's taking care of myself, so I guess you can't really count it as lazy, but okay, and then tonight I want to shower and then work on designs after Reese is in bed, so I also am working on keeping a separate work planner where I will actually have things like what I am working on and whatnot, so it'll be like a separate Etsy planner. I'm also going to have a separate one for my massage therapy business as I get that up and running. So there we are so far. And the sidebar, I want to put wash face, brush teeth, which sounds weird, but sometimes you need to check it. And then my water intake. I want to make sure I drink at least, I have this aluminum bottle, or not aluminum, but surgical steel water bottle. I want to make sure I drink like 4 to 5 of these a day. But I'm usually good at keeping track on how much I have drunk, so I don't need to mark that. And then the last thing I want to put on here is just a, I want to use this remember, because we have a lot of stuff that we are working on for getting ready for Christmas.